Nintendo has finally done it. They're now bringing the Armageddon of gaming. It's not a leak, not a maybe, not some weird rumor from 4chan, but it's real. They've started releasing game key cards for the Switch 2, and it's exactly as stupid as it sounds. These aren't digital codes in boxes, they're actual plastic cartridges. Switch 2 cards that contain no game data at all. Instead, they insist purely to unlock a download. That's it. No data, just a glorified license. And here's the kicker. The game key card must be inserted into a console in order to play the game, even after a full download. It doesn't store anything. It just tells your console, yeah, I'm in. You can play the game. You're basically buying a USB stick that screams, you don't own this. Game key cards are physical Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges that don't contain the game. They trigger a download from the eShop, and then after that, you'll still need to keep the cartridge in. So instead of buying a cartridge, owning a complete game, and playing it offline, you get buying a cartridge, downloading the full game, and keeping the piece of plastic lodged into your Switch 2 just so you can play it. And if you lose that plastic, or if you remove that plastic, you won't be able to play your game anymore. It's the illusion of physical ownership, nothing more. And that's just wrong. Imagine you need to have a cartridge just to play your favorite movie on Netflix, and every time you need to play another movie, you'll need to insert another cartridge. What kind of bullshit is this? And this isn't just a test run. Nintendo and third-party publishers have already gone all in on this. These are real titles using game key cards. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. I can't even fathom that game being higher than 20 gig. And you're gonna give me a game key card? Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Yeah, that game can be big, but still. And the most outrageous one, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S. A freaking Tetris game you can't even put on a single cart. That's not even above 4 gigabytes, so I don't think it'll cost much more if they just put the game in the cartridge. Some other games are Sonic X Shadow Generations, Hitman World of Assassination, and Radio Remastered. All of these use game key cards. No data on the cart, just download-only access. Meanwhile, while titles like Cyberpunk 2077, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Mario Kart World is still launched on full data cards. Like, they can put Cyberpunk in a full data card, but they can't put Puyo Puyo Tetris on a data card? What the hell is that? So let's get this straight. Third parties are cutting corners, but first party Nintendo games are getting full carts. This isn't a limitation, it's a choice by Nintendo and the publishers. And what's bad is that Nintendo giving them the choice of cutting corners and not providing us with real physical copies. And just to remind you what's bad about digital distribution crammed into a physical shell, there's no offline play. That means when you buy a game, you need an internet just to access and download it. Gone are the days where in your Game Boy you just put in the freaking cart and you can now play the game, right? And it boots fast. Say goodbye to those. So, since there's no offline play, if you wipe your storage, lose access to the internet, or the servers go down, or the eShop go down, the game's gone if you didn't download it. Second is storage overload. These games still eat up gigabytes on your internal storage, or your SD card express. Third is fake physical. You're collecting boxes for the games. You're not collecting games anymore. You're just collecting boxes to display. And again, what if the server shut down? Your game key card is now a colorful rectangle regret. And the worst part, you're paying full price for this. This is also a game collector's nightmare. For the game collectors out there, this kills lending, preserving, replaying your game 10 years later, and reselling. Even though game key cards can be technically traded or sold, they rely on Nintendo servers staying online. And once those are gone, your cart is worthless. So, if we can buy N64 cartridges right now and just play the game on the go on your N64, well, you can't expect to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 game 20 years down the line and just play it because the servers are all gone. Those things are gonna be worthless. Try booting up a Switch 2 in 2035 with a game key card. It's like trying to stream Netflix with a VHS tape. Good luck to you. And it's already affecting sales. Reports show that many third-party Switch 2 games that launch with game key cards are underperforming hard. While Cyberpunk 2077, which launched with a full card, topped the Switch 2 charts. Gamers know the difference, and they're tired of paying for plastic and bandwidth instead of a complete product. Some devs argue that game key cards help reduce costs, but that's corporate speak for we gave you less and charged the same. Actually, they didn't charge us the same, they charge us more for a freaking game key card. This is actually bigger than Nintendo. If game key cards work for Switch 2, Sony and Microsoft will absolutely follow. Physical games becomes collector's plate, just boxes with keys and fine print. Hell, if this happens, I won't even buy a physical game anymore. I'll just buy it digitally. Plus the sales are better too. Or just buy it on Steam and play it on PC, except for the Nintendo games. We've already seen it on PS5 with games requiring day one patches just to function, but game key cards skip the patch and go straight to we never even gave you the game. It's the end of physical media as we know it. So if you care about owning, preserving, and avoiding downloads for your games, then avoid game key cards. Read the box carefully. Look for that little icon that says game data not included, or that little key icon on the box. Stick to full cards or digital downloads where you know what you're getting. Honestly, just stick to digital downloads since you can just boot the game anytime you want without any physical card or anything. And if enough people skip these, publishers will get the message, just like they did with loot boxes, NFTs, and whatever other gimmick they tried to normalize. So yeah, game key cards are already here. Hopefully they're not the future, but they're the present. And if we let it slide, they'll become a new normal. You'll be surrounded by shelves of boxes that don't even contain games anymore. It's just a fancy printed image of a game on a box. You don't own your games anymore, you own a receipt that begs a server to let you in. So what do you think of these game key cards? Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and see you in the next video. Bye.